A man is standing on the edge of the swimming pool and the depth of the swimming pool is h. So there is one stone lying at the depth of h. At what distance from the surface of the water is the image of the stone formed? So let's say the image is formed here, and from the surface of the water it is at the distance h dash. So what is h dash? If the line of vision makes an angle theta with the normal of the surface. So this is how the rays are coming from our eye and they are getting bent here. So the image will form somewhere here. So this angle incidence is given as theta. So we need to find h dash in terms of h, theta and mu of the water. So you can see one thing, that the common element between h dash and h seems to be this side of the triangle. So there is one yellow triangle here and there is one the red triangle here, and only this side of these triangles is common. So let's call that distance x. So if we can find x in terms of h dash and if we can find x in terms of h, then we can eliminate x and that way we can relate h and h dash. So let's read that. We want h dash in terms of h. Common link between h and h dash is x. So let's get x in terms of h and h dash and then we can eliminate it. So to do that, we are going to take these perpendiculars on these rays. Okay, first let's quickly go through the angles. So if this angle is theta, this angle is also theta because these are parallel. And if this is theta, let's say this is small angle d theta because I is very small. So these lines are almost parallel to each other and these angles are very small. So this is theta, this is d theta. Similarly, when the refracted rays meet here, so if this angle is r, this is the incident angle, this is the refracted angle r, and this is also r, and this is therefore dr. So these angles should be pretty clear to you: theta, theta, d theta, r, r, dr. And also about this angle. So if this is theta, this is 90. So this is 90 minus theta. So if we are looking at this triangle. And if we look at this triangle, then if this is r, this is 90. So this angle is 90 minus r. So we are doing all that so that we can get x in terms of h dash and x in terms of h. But we cannot directly relate x and h yet, so we will draw one perpendicular. So from this point on this ray and from this point on this ray. So now what this perpendicular does is it divides this bigger triangle into two right angle triangles. So now it's easy to relate x and h dash because we can find this length of the perpendicular in terms of x and h dash. Similarly here also, this red triangle, this bigger red triangle is not a right angle triangle, but if we draw a perpendicular to it, then we get two right angle triangles. So then again this length, which is let's say L, so we can get L in terms of x, we can get L in terms of h, and yeah, so that's how we will relate x and h. And using this perpendicular, we will relate x and h dash. So let's do that. So L dash, so this small perpendicular is equal to h dash by cos theta d theta. So this length is h dash by cos theta. This is theta. So this is h dash by cos theta. And this angle is very small. So this times d theta is the length of the perpendicular. That is L dash. So L dash is equal to h dash by cos theta into d theta. So this is because of h dash. Now in terms of x. So in terms of x, this L dash is x sine 90 minus theta. So L dash is x sine 90 minus theta. So L dash is equal to x sine 90 minus theta. So we have got this. Similarly, for this triangle, the red triangle, again we will relate L by h and x. So L in terms of h will be this distance into dr. What is this distance? This distance is h by cos r. So h by cos r dr is equal to, now in this triangle, L is x sine 90 minus r is equal to x sine 90 minus r. So now we just divide these two to get rid of x, and we get h dash by h d theta by dr is equal to cos square theta by cos square r. Now we don't know d theta by dr, so we'll use Snell's law, that is sin theta is equal to mu sin r. We differentiate that, so that gives cos theta d theta is equal to mu cos r dr. So we'll put the value of d theta by dr from here to here. So from 1 and 2 we get h dash is equal to h cos cube theta by mu cos cube r. Now we know theta, we know h, we know mu, we don't know r. But we know again Snell's law. So cos r we can write as root of 1 minus sin square r. And sin r is sin theta by mu. So this is 1 minus sin square r, which is sin square theta by mu square, power 3 by 2. So this cube will come as it is, and this root will be on 1 minus sin square r. So yeah, that's our answer. So we have got h dash in terms of h, theta and mu. So once again our approach was, the common element between these two, yellow triangle and red triangle, is this distance x. And to relate x and h dash, we drew a perpendicular, because then these two right angle triangles, we can find this common side and get that common side in terms of x and h dash. So that common side in terms of h dash and x. Similarly, this common side L also we got in terms of x and h. So L also we got in terms of h and x. So now from these two we eliminated x. We got a term of d theta by dr that we got rid of by differentiating the Snell's law. And that's how we got our answer.